Good morning, everybody. My name is Valerie. Thank you so much for taking a few moments to start the day together. This morning I want to share something I've been pondering on since I preached on the shield of faith a few weeks ago. I was thinking about the fiery arrows that we all face. And I think one of the most common arrows that we all face is the temptation to doubt God's goodness. And this is nothing new. This temptation is as old as the garden when Adam and Eve were tempted with, did God really say? And we face the same thing and we think, boy, is God really good? Can I actually really trust him in this situation? One passage that I go to often in life is Psalm 27:13 and 14. And it says this, I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. And there are so many times in life when we're tempted to think that God is not going to be who he promised, that he's withholding something from us. We look at other people and go, well, hey, why do they have that and I don't? But these verses remind us that we will see God's goodness in this life. Now, that doesn't mean we will get everything we want, but that it does mean that no matter our situation, we will see God's goodness in that situation. So where are you wondering about God's goodness right now? Maybe you haven't even hardly said it out loud. Maybe it's in a financial need where you're just overwhelmed by the prices going up, up, and up, and the rents and the mortgages, and you just wonder, I don't know how much longer I'm going to make it. Or maybe it's a relational need where you just think, I don't think I'll ever see God's goodness in this relationship again. Or maybe the sum of life, fires, chaos, war just has you wondering, boy, is God really good? And I know it's hard. And what makes it extra hard is these verses also don't say that we'll see God's goodness exactly in the way we want to see it. It may not look like, phew, problem solved. I'm all done with that now. It may actually look more like the verse Mark talked about last weekend that says, we're struck down, but we're not destroyed. And it also doesn't say that we're going to get the answer to our problem when we want it. In fact, verse 14 reminds us that we will in fact need to wait for the Lord. But no matter what you face, even in the wait, you will see God's goodness. Even when it goes sideways, God will still display his goodness in your life. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It may just come down to the fact of his goodness being shown to you in his presence with you, which is never ending. He will never leave you or forsake you. Or maybe his goodness shown in his love for you, his sustaining grace for you, his daily provision for you. Keep diving into God's words. Look at those promises that you find in the Bible. If you haven't written verses on cards yet, we have some verses on cards that we'll send you. Just call the church office or email me. But keep trusting, keep waiting, keep going, because I promise you this, you will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you at church this weekend.